Hey there, and welcome to My Mundo, My Rules. I'm Mundo, and in this channel, we will be talking about the different worlds that we live and revolve in, and the rules that we need to keep in mind to make the most out of them, and probably anything under the sun, or moon, or whatever source of light you have in your galaxy. So, welcome to my plant world. Today, we are going to talk about my top 5 favorite indoor plants. It's very hard for me to name just 5 because I've got a lot of plants and I've got a lot of favorites. But we are going to keep this short with just my top 5. And my number 5 on this list is the Alocasia Macarisa. The Alocasia Macarisa is a great addition to your home because of its big foliage and the yellow pigmentation and yellow stem. Rule 1 for the Alocasia Macarisa is that you have to keep it in a bright space but away from direct sunlight. Rule 2 is that you have to water it when the topsoil becomes dry. One peculiar thing about the Alocasia Macarisa is that these yellow pigmentation just appear whenever the plant feels like it and for no reason at all. Number 4 on this list are my Pothos and Sanseveria. What I love about these plants is that they filter the air of your harmful chemicals such as benzene or toluene, which are present in your usual household cleaning products. So, this is Sansevieria Mikado, a present from my good friend Jing. Thank you for my Christmas present, Jing. And this is a Pothos, Pothos Enjoy. And that's root there. Actually, the actual name for the Pothos is Peppermint aureum. Rule number 1 for your Sanseveria is that you have to water it between 7 to 14 days apart because Sanseverias are drought resistant and well, they're very sturdy and they don't like moisture very much. They're kind of like succulents as well. Rule number 1 for your Peppermint aureum is that you have to keep the soil moist. I even have a Pothos that's in water right here. I keep it in water. One thing about the Peppermint aureum or the Pothos is that you can propagate them using water. This one has roots already right there. And light requirement for your Pothos or Sanseveria is still bright light, and they also are fine with indirect sunlight as well. So my number 3 favorite indoor plant is the Dieffenbachia. There you go. Dieffenbachias are great additions to your homes because they, well, their pigmentation, right there, see that? And they're also good at absorbing toxins in the air. You can keep your Dieffenbachias in a shady part of the house as long as it gets certain sunlight during the day. This guy is also thriving in water, as you can see the roots there. So you can easily propagate your Dieffenbachias as well using water. Now this is a new variety which I have of a Dieffenbachia, which I'm not really sure what it's called. So if you guys know what it is, you can comment at the comment section below to tell us which variety of Dieffenbachia this is. And the most important rule for having Dieffenbachias inside your house is you have to keep them away from kids and your pets. As you can see, here's my other Dieffenbachia in the house. This is found here in the sunroom. And there's another photo of my Dieffenbachia which is found where I usually do my work from home. and I keep them on top of platforms to make sure that they are out of reach from my dogs. Because, well, Dieffenbachias can be poisonous to your cats, to your dogs, to your pets in general, and to kids. It's actually even called dumb cane in some places, probably because the sap from the leaves and from the stem would numb your vocal cords, rendering you, well, dumb for a few minutes or so. Major rule for keeping a Dieffenbachia inside your house: do not eat it. Number 2 on this list is my Philodendron. What I love about the Philodendron is that, see, this is a Philodendron moonlight, and I've also propagated it in water. This is my Philodendron moonlight, and this is Philodendron squamiferum. See the furry, fuzzy stems. And I also got a Philodendron micans. What I like about the Philodendron micans is the burgundy color or burgundy hue of its leaves. And this big guy right here, this is a Philodendron rubescens, or blushing Philodendron, as some would call them. And what I like about the Philodendron is that they also thrive in medium to low light spaces. But you have to remember, plants also need sunlight to survive. One major rule you have to remember about the Philodendron as well is that you have to keep their soil moist. And again, low light to mid light is their light requirement because they live in the subtropics and under the canopy of big trees, which filter out most of the sunlight. And number 1 on this list is my Peppermint. I know, it's unruly and unkempt, but I'd like to keep her that way. There. What I love about the Peppermint really is that you actually enjoy the aroma of peppermint. Well, definitely, that's where it's from. After a meal, I can just grab a tiny leaf and then eat it fresh. I've got my minty fresh breath now. There. So, what's great about the peppermint as well is that I can put them on my citron tea, and I have my citron mint tea after dinner. Peppermint is also good in aiding digestive problems or easing the digestive muscles, and also peppermint is a good decongestant. So if you've got your colds or flu, it can decongest your airways and also alleviate sore throat. There, nothing like a good peppermint and citron tea after dinner. So, rule number 1 when keeping your peppermint inside the house is that if you keep it in direct sunlight, it actually strengthens the menthol properties or the peppermint scent and taste as well. Rule number 2 for keeping your peppermint inside the house is that you have to keep the soil moist most of the time, as long as the soil is well draining, because the natural habitat for a peppermint is along creeks and streams. So there you go. That's my favorite, number 1 favorite household plant, the peppermint. So that's it. That's my top 5 favorite household plants. If you want more videos like this, you can click the like button and subscribe to this channel, My Mundo, My Rules, where we talk about the different worlds that we live and revolve in and the rules we need to keep in mind to make the most out of them. I'm Mundo, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!